Imagine this, a sunny Saturday, kids laughing, burgers sizzling on the grill, and the whole neighborhood gathered for a big community barbecue. Sounds perfect, right? But then, out of nowhere, an HOA Karen storms in, flips out, and, get this, slaps my disabled child just for eating a hot dog. Yeah, you heard that right. A grown woman attacking a kid over meat. Stick around, because this story is wild, and it's only getting started. Let me paint the picture. It's a warm afternoon, the kind where you can smell charcoal and hear music floating through the air. Our cul-de-sac is packed. Tables are loaded with chips, lemonade, and those little flag cupcakes for the vibe. Parents are chatting, kids are tossing frisbees, and everyone's just soaking in the day. My kid, Jamie, is there too. Jamie's got some challenges, uses a wheelchair, needs a bit of extra help, but loves these events. The smile on their face when they get a plate of food. Pure gold. Today, Jamie's got their favorite, a hot dog, ketchup dripping everywhere, just living their best life. Now, I'm Jamie's parent, and I'm keeping an eye out, but mostly I'm just happy. These BBQs are rare moments where we all feel like a real community. Neighbors swap stories, someone's passing out ice pops, and for once, nobody's stressing. Well, almost nobody. Enter Karen. If you've ever lived in an HOA neighborhood, you know the type. She's the one who measures your grass with a ruler, sends nasty letters about your mailbox color, and acts like she personally owns the street. Karen's the queen of our HOA board, and she's got a reputation. Last month, she tried to find someone for planting tulips instead of roses. Tulips. That's the level we're dealing with. So, Karen shows up to the barbecue, and you can feel the mood shift. She's got this clipboard, walking around like she's the health inspector. Most of us just roll our eyes and keep eating. But I notice she's glaring at the grill, where Mike, our neighbor, is flipping burgers like a pro. See, Karen's got this thing about meat. She's vegan, not the chill kind who just does their thing, but the kind who thinks everyone else should be too. A few weeks ago, she tried to push a meat-free events rule at an HOA meeting. It got shut down fast, but Karen doesn't let go of grudges. I'm helping Jamie with their plate, wiping some ketchup off their chin when I hear her voice. Sharp, loud, cutting through the chatter. Who approved this? She's yelling, pointing at the grill like it's a crime scene. Mike laughs it off, says it's a barbecue. What did she expect? But Karen's not having it. She starts ranting about how meat's disrespectful to the community, how we're all ignoring her authority. People are staring now, some annoyed, some just eating their ribs extra loud to mess with her. I try to tune her out, focusing on Jamie, who's happily munching away. But then Karen's eyes lock onto us. I swear, it's like she's got a radar for anything that bugs her. She marches over, clipboard in hand, and stops right in front of Jamie. You, she snaps, pointing at the hot dog. That's not allowed here. I'm stunned. I mean, this is a kid, in a wheelchair, eating a hot dog at a barbecue. What's her problem? I step in, keeping my voice calm, and say, hey, it's just a hot dog. Let's all relax. But Karen's face is red, her eyes wild. She's not hearing me. She's too busy yelling about rules nobody voted for, about how she's in charge, about how meat's ruining everything. I'm about to tell her to back off when it happens. Jamie, sweet Jamie, just holds up their hot dog, like they're offering her a bite to chill out. And Karen, oh, you're not gonna believe this. Karen loses it. Her hand flies out, and before I can move, she slaps Jamie across the face. The hot dog falls. The crowd goes silent. My heart stops. Okay, so the BBQ's gone from burgers and laughs to pure chaos in seconds. My kid, Alex, just got slapped by HOA Karen for eating a hot dog. A hot dog. My heart's pounding, and the whole neighborhood's frozen, staring at this nightmare unfolding. If you're shocked, trust me, you're not alone. Stick with me, because this story's about to get even wilder, and you won't believe what happens next. Let's rewind a bit to set this up. Our neighborhood's got this HOA that's supposed to keep things nice. Think neat lawns, no loud parties. But Karen's turned it into her personal kingdom. She's the head of the HOA board, and she's got this obsession with control. Last year, She tried to ban kids from riding bikes on the sidewalk because it looked messy. Didn't work, but she's still out here acting like she's the law. And her latest crusade. Meat. Karen's been pushing this vegan agenda hard, claiming meat at community events is disrespectful. Most of us just ignore her, but she's got a few loyal followers who nod along like she's preaching gospel. Back to the barbecue. Before Karen lost it, the vibe was perfect. Picture tables loaded with chips, coleslaw, and those little watermelon slices kids love. Dave's at the grill, flipping burgers, cracking jokes. Alex, my disabled kid, is in their wheelchair, munching a hot dog, totally in their happy place. I'm nearby, chatting with neighbors, feeling good. But Karen's been circling like a hawk. She's already chewed out Dave for the grill, saying meat's banned because of some rule she made up. Dave just laughs, tells her to grab a veggie skewer and chill. Big mistake. Karen doesn't do chill. Now, after the slap, the air feels thick. Alex is crying, their hot dog on the ground, mustard smeared on their shirt. I'm kneeling beside them, trying to stay calm, but inside, I'm raging. I look up at Karen, and she's just standing there, clipboard in hand, like she's proud of herself. That child shouldn't be eating meat, she snaps, like that justifies everything. I'm stunned. I mean, who slaps a kid, a disabled kid, for eating at a barbecue? I take a deep breath and say, Karen, you just hit my kid. What's wrong with you? But she's not backing down. She starts ranting about her rules, how she's enforcing community standards, how Alex is the problem for disobeying. The crowd's starting to react now. Some neighbors are whispering, others are yelling. Dave steps over, still holding his spatula, and goes, Karen, you've gone too far. That's a kid. But Karen's got her loyal squad, 2 or 3 HOA types who always back her up. One of them, this guy Steve, chimes in, she's just doing her job. The rules are clear. Rules? What rules? Nobody voted for a meat ban. I'm trying to comfort Alex, who's still shaken, while this circus unfolds. Another neighbor, Lisa, pushes through, furious. You can't hit a child, she shouts. This isn't your backyard, Karen. Karen's not fazed. She crosses her arms and doubles down. I'm protecting this community, she says, like she's some hero. Meat's a health hazard, and that kid's setting a bad example. I'm losing it now. I stand up, still holding Alex's hand, and say, you don't get to touch my kid. Ever. The crowd's splitting, some are with Karen, muttering about respecting authority, but most are on our side, shouting her down. It's like a reality show, and I hate that Alex is caught in it. I'm checking Alex's face, making sure they're okay, but my mind's racing. This isn't just about a hot dog. It's about Karen thinking she can bully anyone, even a kid who can't fight back. I hear someone say, call the cops, and another neighbor's already on the phone with the HOA president. Karen's still yelling, pointing at people, demanding respect. But the BBQ's done. People are packing up, kids are confused, and Alex just wants to go home. I'm not letting this slide, though. Not today, not ever. The BBQ's a total mess now. My kid, Alex, is crying after HOA Karen slapped them for eating a hot dog. The neighborhood split, some shouting at Karen, others weirdly defending her. I'm holding Alex, my blood boiling, but trying to keep it together for them. If you're yelling at your screen right now, trust me, I get it. This story's about to crank up the drama, so don't go anywhere. You're gonna want to hear what happens next. Let's back up a sec to why this is even crazier. Karen's not just some random busybody. She's the HOA's top dog, and she's got this neighborhood on a leash. She's the type who'll knock on your door if your dog barks once or your car's parked an inch off. Last summer, she got someone's fence torn down because it was 2 shades too blue. Everyone's sick of her, but she's got enough pull to keep her throne. And her vegan obsession. It's her latest weapon. She's been emailing everyone about sustainable events, trying to ban meat like she's the food police. Most of us just delete her rants, but she's relentless. Back at the barbecue, it's chaos. Alex's face is red where Karen hit them, and their hot dog's still on the ground, Ant's already claiming it. I'm kneeling by their wheelchair, wiping their tears, telling them it's gonna be okay. But inside, I'm a volcano. Karen's a few feet away, clutching her clipboard like it's a shield, yelling about how she's within her rights. Rights. To hit a disabled kid. I stand up, shaking, and say, "Karen, you crossed a line. You don't touch my child." She smirks, actually smirks, and goes, "I'm enforcing the rules. You should have taught your kid better." The crowd's buzzing now. Lisa, a neighbor who's always got your back, is in Karen's face, shouting, "You're not a cop. You're a bully." Dave, still by the grill, tosses his spatula down and joins in, telling Karen to leave. But Karen's got her minions, Steve and a couple others from the HOA board, who start backing her up. Steve's all. She's just doing her duty. The meat ban was discussed. Nobody agreed to that. I'm trying to focus on Alex, who's clinging to me, scared, but this argument's pulling everyone in. Then Maria, another neighbor, steps up. She's got her phone out, recording. "I got the whole thing," she says, pointing at Karen. "You hitting a kid. That's going viral." Karen's eyes go wide for a split second, but she recovers fast, snapping, "That's illegal. You can't record me." Oh, but Maria's not stopping. The crowd's cheering her on, and now Karen's starting to sweat. I'm thinking, good, let her squirm. But I'm also worried about Alex, who's still shaken, asking why the mean lady hit them. I hug them tight, whispering, "She's wrong, not you." I turn to Karen, voice low but firm. "You're gonna answer for this. I'm calling the HOA, the cops, whoever I need to." She laughs, like I'm bluffing, and says, "Go ahead. I run this place." That's when Dave pipes up. "Not for long, Karen. We've had enough." A bunch of neighbors nod, and you can feel the tide turning. Even some of Karen's usual supporters are looking uneasy, whispering to each other. One of them, Janet, tries to calm things down, saying, "Let's all talk this out later." But Lisa's not having it. Talk. She assaulted a kid. There's no talking this away. I'm checking Alex again, making sure they're not hurt worse than I thought. Their cheeks still red, and it's killing me to see them so upset. I grab my phone, ready to call the HOA president, but I hear someone else already on it, demanding an emergency meeting. Karen's still arguing, pointing at people, saying we're all disrespecting the community. But the BBQ's over. People are grabbing their kids, folding chairs, and heading out. Alex looks at me, eyes big, and asks, "Can we go home?" My heart breaks, but I nod. This isn't over, though. Karen's about to learn she picked the wrong family to mess with. The BBQ's a disaster zone now. My kid, Alex, is still shaken after HOA Karen slapped them over hot dog, and the neighborhood's buzzing with anger and shock. I'm holding Alex close, my heart racing, while Karen's still acting like she's the victim. If you're gripping your seat right now, you're not alone. This story's about to dive deeper into the chaos, and you won't believe what's coming next. Stay with me. Let's set the stage a bit. Karen's been running our HOA like her personal empire for years. She's got rules for everything. How high your hedges can be, what color your shutters need to be, even how many cars you can park. Last spring, she tried to fine a family for putting up a basketball hoop. Said it was an eyesore. The neighborhood's fed up, but Karen's got this knack for dodging accountability, with a few loyal HOA cronies always covering her. Her latest obsession: pushing veganism on everyone. She's been spamming us with flyers about ethical eating, claiming meat's bad for the community. Nobody took it seriously, until today. Back at the barbecue, it's like a bomb went off. Alex is in their wheelchair, tears drying but still scared, their cheek red from Karen's slap. I'm trying to keep them calm, but I'm furious. Karen's a few feet away, surrounded by a mix of supporters and neighbors tearing into her. She's waving her clipboard, shouting, "I was defending our standards." Defending? By hitting a disabled kid. I step forward, Alex's hand in mine, and say, "Karen, you assaulted my child. You're not getting away with this." She rolls her eyes, like I'm overreacting, and snaps, "Teach your kid to follow rules." The crowd's on edge. Maria's still recording, her phone aimed at Karen, who's now yelling about privacy violations. Lisa's not letting up, shouting, "You don't get privacy when you hit a kid." Dave, the grill guy, is rallying people, saying, "We need to do something about her. This is too much." But Karen's got her crew, Steve and a couple others, who keep chiming in, "She's just enforcing policy." Policy. There's no meat ban. I'm about to lose it, but I glance at Alex, who's looking at me, scared, and I force myself to stay steady for them. Then things escalate. Another neighbor, Tom, pushes through, holding his phone. "I just called the HOA president," he says. "They're holding an emergency meeting tomorrow." The crowd murmurs, some cheering, others glaring at Karen. She scoffs, "Good luck. I've got the board on my side." But you can see her confidence wobble when Maria waves her phone, saying, "This video's going to everyone in the neighborhood." Karen's face tightens, and she starts blaming Alex again, saying, "That kid provoked me by eating meat." Provoked. Alex was just eating. I'm done with her excuses. I kneel by Alex, checking their face again, and whisper, "You didn't do anything wrong, okay?" They nod, but their eyes are still wide, asking why this happened. It's breaking me. I stand and tell Karen, "I'm filing a complaint. And I'm calling the police." Her smirk fades, and she starts backpedaling, saying, "Let's not overreact. We can handle this internally." Internally? No way. I'm not letting her wiggle out of this. The neighbors are splitting into camps now. Some, like Lisa and Dave, are demanding Karen step down, chanting, "Enough is enough." Others, like Steve, are muttering about respecting authority. One lady, Janet, tries to play peacemaker, saying, "Maybe we should all calm down and talk later." But Maria shuts that down fast. Talk. She hit a kid. This is beyond talking. I'm grateful for the support, but I'm focused on Alex, who's starting to shiver despite the warm day. I grab a blanket from our picnic stuff and wrap it around them, hating that they're caught in this mess. People are packing up now, the barbecue ruined. Kids are being hustled away, and the grill's gone cold. I'm on my phone, texting a lawyer friend for advice, while Karen's still arguing with anyone who'll listen. But the energy's shifting, more neighbors are turning on her, and you can feel the storm building. I look at Alex, their small hand in mine, and know this fight's just beginning. The BBQ's a complete wreck now. My kid, Alex, is still reeling after HOA Karen slapped them for eating a hot dog, and the neighborhood's practically on fire with arguments. I'm holding Alex's hand, trying to shield them from the chaos, but Karen's still out here acting like she's untouchable. If you're raging right now, just wait. This story's about to get even more intense, and you're not gonna want to miss what's next. Let's dive back in. Karen's been the HOA's resident tyrant forever, enforcing rules nobody asked for. She's fined people for planting wrong flowers, banned inflatables at kids' parties, even tried to outlaw street parking on weekends. Everyone groans when her name comes up, but she's got this loyal posse on the HOA board who let her run wild. Her vegan crusade is her latest power trip. She's been shoving meat-free community nonsense down our throats, claiming it's for health and ethics. Nobody voted for that, but Karen doesn't care. She's all about control, and today, she took it way too far. At the barbecue, it's like a war zone. Alex is in their wheelchair, wrapped in a blanket, their cheeks still red from Karen's slap. They're quiet now, but their eyes are full of questions I can't answer yet. I'm kneeling beside them, whispering, "You're okay, we're gonna fix this," but my stomach's churning. Karen's a few yards away, surrounded by shouting neighbors, still clutching her stupid clipboard. She's yelling, "I'm protecting this community." Like hitting a disabled kid is some noble act. I stand up, glaring, and say, "Karen, you're not protecting anyone. You hurt my kid." She just scoffs. Rules are rules. They shouldn't have been eating meat. The crowd's losing it. Maria's still filming, her phone catching every word, and she's not backing down. "This is going to the HOA, the news, everywhere," she shouts. Karen's starting to look nervous, snapping, "That's illegal recording," but nobody's buying it. Lisa's in her face, yelling, You don't get to play victim after assaulting a child. Dave, the grill guy, is rallying more neighbors, saying, we're done with her nonsense. Even some of Karen's usual allies, like Steve, are looking shaky, muttering to each other instead of defending her. Then Tom, the guy who called the HOA president, waves his phone. They're sending someone from the board now, he says. And they want statements from everyone. The crowd buzzes, and Karen's eyes narrow. This is a waste of time, she says, but you can hear her voice crack. I'm thinking, good, let her sweat. I'm on my phone, texting my lawyer friend, who's already saying we've got a case. Assault, especially on a disabled minor, is no joke. I tell Karen, I'm pressing charges. You're not walking away from this. She laughs, but it's weak, and she starts blaming Alex again, saying, that kid was disrespectful. Disrespectful? Alex was eating a hot dog. I'm about to snap, but Alex tugs my hand, whispering, why is she so mad? It breaks my heart. I hug them, saying, she's wrong, not you. The neighbors are splitting now, most are with us, demanding Karen face consequences, but a few HOA loyalists are still backing her, saying we're overreacting. Janet, the peacemaker, tries again, can't we just discuss this calmly? But Maria shuts her down. Calm. She hit a kid. Wake up. I'm grateful for the support, but it's overwhelming with Alex caught in the middle. The HOA rep shows up, a guy named Mark, looking stressed. He starts asking for witnesses, and people are lining up to talk, Lisa, Dave, Maria, even some kids who saw the slap. Karen's trying to spin her story, telling Mark it was a misunderstanding, but Maria's video is already circulating. I hear someone say, it's on the neighborhood group chat. Karen's face goes pale, and she starts yelling at Maria to delete it. Mark steps in, telling everyone to cool it, but the crowd's too fired up. I'm focused on Alex, who's shivering despite the blanket. I just want to get them home, but I'm not leaving until Karen's held accountable. The fight's heating up, and it's far from over. The BBQ's turned into a full-blown showdown. My kid, Alex, is still shaken after HOA Karen slapped them for eating a hot dog, and the neighborhood's a powder keg of shouts and accusations. I'm by Alex's side, trying to keep them calm, but Karen's still out here acting like she's the one wronged. If you're glued to this drama, you're not alone. This story's about to ramp up even more, and you're gonna want to stick around for what's next. Let's jump back in. Karen's been the HOA's resident dictator for way too long, making life miserable with her endless rules. She's the type who'll send you a violation notice for leaving a bike on your porch or having a non-approved mailbox. Last fall, she tried to ban Halloween decorations because they were too tacky. Most of us just roll our eyes, but she's got a tight grip on the HOA board, with a few loyalists who treat her word as law. Her vegan obsession is her latest crusade. She's been pushing for meat-free community events, claiming it's about sustainability. Nobody signed up for that, but Karen's not one to let go of a fight. And now, she's taken it to a whole new level by targeting Alex. The scene at the barbecue is chaos. Alex is in their wheelchair, bundled in a blanket, their cheeks still red from Karen's slap. They're quiet, clinging to my hand, and it's killing me to see them so scared. I'm whispering, you're safe, I've got you, but my blood's boiling. Karen's a few feet away, surrounded by a yelling crowd, still waving her clipboard like it's a badge of honor. She's shouting, I was upholding our community values. Values? By attacking a disabled kid. I step closer, keeping Alex behind me, and say, Karen, you hit my child. There's no excuse for that. She just sneers, they shouldn't have defied the rules. The neighbors are going wild. Maria's still recording, her phone catching every second, and she's not letting up. This is evidence, she yells, waving it at Karen. You're done. Karen's starting to crack, screaming about invasion of privacy, but nobody's listening. Lisa's right in her face, shouting, you don't get to cry victim after hurting a kid. Dave, the grill master, is rallying more people, saying, we're not putting up with this anymore. Even some of Karen's usual supporters, like Steve, are backing off, looking nervous as the crowd turns against her. Mark, the HOA rep, is trying to get control, asking for witness statements. People are crowding around him: Lisa, Dave, Maria, even a couple of teens who saw the slap. Maria's video is spreading like wildfire. I hear someone say it's already in the neighborhood's group chat. Karen's losing it, demanding Maria delete the footage, but Mark shuts her down, saying, "We'll need to see that video." Her face goes ghostly, and she starts spinning a new story, claiming Alex provoked her by eating meat. Provoked. Alex was just enjoying a hot dog. I'm done with her lies. I look at Karen and say, "I'm taking this to the police and the HOA board. You're not getting away with this." Her eyes flicker with panic, but she tries to laugh it off, saying, "The board supports me. You'll see." But the crowd's not having it. Tom, who called the HOA earlier, shouts, "Not after this. We're demanding a vote to kick you out." Cheers erupt, and Karen's starting to look like a cornered animal. I'm on my phone, texting my lawyer friend again, who's saying we've got a strong case for assault, especially with witnesses and video proof. Alex tugs my sleeve, their voice small. "Can we go home soon?" My heart aches. I kneel down, hugging them, and say, "Soon, I promise. We're fixing this." The crowd splitting into louder camps, most are with us, chanting for justice, but a few HOA diehards are still muttering about following rules. Janet, the wannabe peacemaker, tries one last time, saying, "Maybe we can settle this quietly." Lisa snaps, "Quiet. She assaulted a kid." I'm grateful for the backup, but I just want Alex out of this mess. The air's thick with tension, and Karen's not backing down yet. This fight's just getting started.